everyone, welcome to the Boss Babe Business Show. Don't mind me, I'm just back here nodding and dancing to my own music on the show, per usual. Today we are going to be interviewing Travel with MJ, or the owner of Travel with MJ and MJ's Tees and Custom Designs, Miriam Jackson. So welcome, MJ. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's a pleasure as always. Today we're going to we have a couple of events going on. Like this evening, we have our Boss Lady movies night. So we're actually going to be doing this show a little bit earlier than normal so that we can start our movie night a little bit earlier than normal. And tonight we're going to interview MJ, and we're just going to briefly talk a little bit about our previous interviews that you guys probably had the chance to see, where I interviewed MJ, Charlie from CKD Home Staging, Nicole Smith from AL Publishing and Consulting LLC. And we were just talking about what we can do to, get past those low days when you're a business owner and you're working really hard to make things happen. And it just feels like you're stressed out from every area of your life. So, MJ, what are your thoughts on that topic, on that discussion? What did you think most impactful?
I think everybody brought something impactful. I don't think that anybody had, I can't say anybody just had like the most impactful statement, because everybody brought something different because of what they have gone through, what they have experienced in their lives. Because we were all, I want to say that we were all at least in 4 different decades. I think your 20s, right? Make sure I'm telling you that right. 20s?
Yeah, for a short period of time. But then
me with the, I'm not doing this with you. Me with the 30s. And then we have Nicole, and I don't want to say she's in one decade or another, but I know that we are older in age, that she's older than me in age. And then we had Charlie, who is a lot more wiser than all 3 of us put together.
She don't look like it. Don't let her looks confused.
Baby, and don't.
She is a very wise.
I need to subscribe to the Charlie Stager diet,
body care regimen, whatever she's doing, because I'm trying to be
stress-free life. She's living a soft life, baby, because I'm trying to get like her.
You know what? I think her regimen is being highly active, exercise, and wellness too, because that's something she had been talking about in our previous interviews. Like she talked about it in one of them where she was saying, well, what's in the interview? We were just all talking, and she was talking about how she was on her journey, her fitness journey, and then also in the interview, I don't know if she did it before or during the interview, she was talking about the importance of mental health. So,
yeah.
That's probably her regimen, taking care of yourself. We understand.
Maybe I need to subscribe to the CKD Home Staging Design, Charlie Shops, Charlie Stager Diet, Lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. So Charlie,
all 3 of them. All of
me. But no, we all brought something different to the interview, to the panel. So it wasn't really one person who just had the most impactful statement, because we all have been through something different, and we were all able to talk about that something different. We all ranged in different fields, different industries, so it was just refreshing to have that conversation amongst the ladies.
I think that's a really great perspective. Like, we definitely did have everyone coming from different walks of life, different experiences, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I agree with you on that. I think one of the things that was the most thing that was probably like super impactful to remind and just discuss was the topic of not being so hard on yourself as a small business owner, because we know that even corporations have rainy days and they still have their employees get up every morning. Like, I've never worked for a corporation where they were like, hey guys, we had a bad day yesterday, so go ahead and close up shop and clock out. Now, don't get me wrong, they do have, we've had unfortunate layoffs or people having to close down locations. That comes with, losses. But I have never seen a corporation just be like, hey, everybody clock out right now, we're done. That doesn't mean that it doesn't happen or it can't happen, but it's just to say that it's very common that even in a big corporation, you're going to have those low days. You're going to have those slow days. That's a normal thing. So, around all times of the year, like you were talking about, there's certain seasons where it might be a little slower than other seasons, and that's normal. So, who are we as small business owners to beat ourselves up for things that are natural and normal in business? That's a part of being in business,
It's a part of it.
Yeah.
You
love that part. What were you gonna say?
You definitely go through highs and lows in business, and I really do. I have to say this because It's very, very much valid. Don't let social media fool you. These people fool you on social media thinking that business is going great 24/7, 365, 366 in a leap year, and it's not.
Yep. Make you feel like their way is the only way.
Right. You get to see what that person, that creator allows you to see. So, of course, that creator is not going to show you if they're having a bad day. Unless they are being like absolutely authentic and that's a part of their platform.
Yeah.
They're not all creators, not all people are going to show the downside to whatever industry or business that they are in. So if you allow social media to give you that sense of, oh, I'm not doing enough because this person has this and this person has that, you're going to cause your own misery because that person is not going to show you. They're not going to show you that they're having a bad day. They're not going to show you that their bank account says, or their sales report says 0.
Mm-hmm. Speaking facts.
I ain't seen a person yet who is shown that their sales report was at 0.
Hey guys, just hopping on to tell you, we struggling. Yeah.
Hey, I just thought y'all should know that my sales report was at 0 today. No, they're not going to do that. So if you're allowing Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat to determine what you should be doing in your business where they're not even being real with themselves.
Yeah.
We gotta
let go of that need to or desire to want to compare what we're doing to the next person, because it should be at a point where what someone is doing, whether they're doing well or they're not doing well, is irrelevant to your validation. So you don't need to look at someone else and say, hey, they're struggling too, to validate that it's okay for you to struggle and be in that place and still be worthy. You shouldn't have to look to someone. And although it's nice to have a reminder to know, like, hey, I'm not the only one that's going through this, at the same time, it really shouldn't be necessary that you have to be validated through someone else struggling or not doing well, or you have to see someone else's downfalls to know that it's okay to have downfalls. We just need to know that for ourselves in our heart, that if we're going through something, that's not going to define us, and that's not our entire character or identity. It's just a part of what we're experiencing, and we're going to get through. So find that within yourself. So I love the conversations that we had, and I'm actually really looking forward to our upcoming conversation, MJ, the one about depression. So for anyone who doesn't know, we're actually going to be having hopefully at this episode I can act right, because the last one before I could not get my giggles together. But there's just a huge part of me that's like, girl, you about to be giggling. I hope I can do it. But in this episode, we're gonna be talking about something that's actually really deep, and it's about depression. So we may or may not stream live. We have not come to that conclusion yet. I will be giving everybody a notification beforehand. But we're gonna be talking about depression. It's a really huge and sensitive topic, and a lot of people have gone through, are going through depression. And I want to know, what is it that you do to help yourself stay afloat during your downfalls or during those down seasons? And then also, what is it that caused the depression? Is it something that's hereditary that you just always have struggled with? Is it something in your life that really just hit the head on the nail? Is it a mixture of both, but there was something in your life that caused you to go down that spiral? What caused it, and how did you get out of it? Because oftentimes we always like to give people tips about being happy and, exercise, eat well, all that stuff. And yes, that's a huge part of it. So even though I'm being funny, you do need to be exercising. That's a huge part of it, as you all will hear when I speak on my piece. But at the end of the day, it's always nice to hear actual tools, actual behaviors, actual experiences to help you if you're going through it, or if you might be going through in the future. So those are some of the conversations we'll be discussing, guys. Our discussion is on August 25th, I believe. And it will stream shortly after if we don't stream it live. I don't know yet if we're going to do the live one. Haven't decided completely, because there's a lot of things that go into going live when we're doing our podcast. We will be going live on all of our podcasts for 2026, but for 2025, we're kind of just we're going to put everybody's feet in there first. We're going to let them dip their toes in.
Yeah, let them vary by topic. And then depression, it's a huge
we'll have a lot of people that are going to be able to relate to our conversation.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm really excited for, because everybody's coming from a different walk of life, and then different generations, like you said, different generations, different experiences, different religious beliefs, different walks of life. Like, it's going to be so diverse that I feel like there's going to be a lot of people represented on that podcast.
Yeah.
So we got quite a few
I
speakers.
would like to just say shout out to the business owners that will be on the panel for that interview, because that interview is going to be deep. And for the panelists, because I'm not sure exactly who it's going to be yet. Actually, yes, I do, but we're not putting names out there. For the panelists that are sitting on that particular interview, you have to be very much raw and open to talk about this topic. This is not an easy topic. So ladies, gents, as you're watching that podcast, please remember that we're all human. And this is just the teacher coming out of me. I'm sorry. I have to be that person because I am an educator. Please remember that we're human. We make mistakes. Things happen to us. You might see us on social media. You might see us, you might even see us in person. And half the time, we might not be okay. It happens. But please, be respectful. Don't come in the comments acting crazy.
And don't do the shoulda, coulda, woulda, or if only I. Let's not do that. If I were,
let's not do that. And please don't say it could never be me.
Billy, the one that get in there and they'll be like, if that was me. Look, we're not gonna do that either. We're gonna let people have their own experience and not compare ourselves to what someone else is going through.
Absolutely. And please don't come with the it could never be me, because it can. It can.
Yeah.
You might not have known that this was.
How that comes off, MJ, because some people I've heard do it, and they do it intentionally to bring a negative connotation. But I've also had people who have said it and did not realize they didn't have that self-awareness to realize what that statement means. You know what I'm saying? It's a comparison statement. And comparison statements have no place in a conversation where someone is sharing with you something that they are going through and it's their experience. It's not time for you to compare what you would have did and how you would have do this and all that when they're just going through their experience with you. Now, it's different if they ask you, well, what would you do? What would you have done? And even then, how you say it and what you say still can be a little bit.
It still matters.
Have the self-awareness, understand. Don't stroke your ego. It's not about you. Sometimes people want to stroke their ego. So it's like, well, it could never be me, because if that was me, I'd do da-da-da-da. Okay, well, clearly that doesn't bring any positivity or proactivity to this conversation. So what are you bringing so that this person feels supported?
Exactly. And one last warning before we move on. Please also do not come with the you got to try and be bigger and badder than me, or you think you've had more depression than somebody else.
Oh God. God, this one. Okay, let me stop laughing because I want people to really be able to receive this. Okay. For the people who've experienced it, you already know what I'm talking about. Some of you, maybe you've done it and you didn't realize it.
Yeah.
When someone is sharing with you something that they've gone through, it also, again, is not a space for comparing your trauma to theirs. So if they say, yesterday I stubbed my foot and I'm just in so much pain I can't walk, that's not your moment to say, you think that hurts? I stubbed 2 feet and a pinky finger. It's not your moment.
It's not your moment.
Let them have their pain. Let them be allowed to express how they're feeling. Because at the end of the day, that might not be something that's a big deal to you, but you're going to have something that is a big deal to you that you want to be able to express without having, Susie in your ear talking about how she just had it so much harder. That is so annoying. Oh my God.
It's so distasteful. Because as stated earlier, the panelists that are sitting on this particular interview have to be not only willing, but able to discuss that point in their life. For some, it might be present. For some, it might be past. And whatever the case might be for those panelists, please don't come over here acting like you are a fool with 17 O's.
Oh my God. 17 O's is crazy.
17.
Oh Lord.
Okay. That's 17 additional. So that's 17 and the 2 that's already there. So that's 19 O's if you want to be technical.
And the last thing I want to say too is I want to welcome everybody to have their own perspective, because I've been in a position where it feels as if having a different opinion from a person is just going to create an unnecessary drama, or that cancel culture that people love to do simply because they don't agree with you. So I don't want it to be a space where a person feels like I have a different opinion, but I can't really speak because y'all are going to try to, come my throats, because we're not going to do that, because it's not that kind of environment either. It's not an environment for us to shame people. It's not an environment for us to put other people down or talk about what we would have done and how we're gonna do it. Now it's different if you're saying, hey, for anyone that might be going through this, like, here's some tools, but to come on and be comparing yourself to the next person, that's just a completely different it's an ego stroke.
It's the word choice that you use. English professor here, ding 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 ding. It's the word choice that you use. You can still give your opinion, you can still give your experience, but be careful with the words that you use, because again, this is real life.
Yeah, exactly.
And we will never tell anybody not to share their experience, because we want to hear your experience. We want to know what others have done, but you have to be mindful and in tact and taste of how you are saying it. It's not, oh, you think that's bad? It's more of, I hear you, sister. I hear you, brother, because there might be some men who resonate with this as well. Exactly. But this is what I did. This is what I experienced. This is how I came through it. Yeah. Make sure you choose your words wisely.
I can relate, because I went through something similar, and really sorry that you went through that. Like, you don't even have to go through what you went through in the moment. If you see that person is needing that love, like, let's make it, and we share a little bit later. But, I just want to make sure everyone understands it's going to be a very deep space. Like MJ was saying, it takes a lot of courage, like she said, to put yourself out there. And I do want to challenge. I want people who have challenging and opposing views to feel comfortable to talk about what it is. But it's all about respect at the end of the day. We are all adults. So let's come and let's have a great conversation, because if you're here to hear other people's experiences and either learn or just take something with you as a mental note, then you're going to get that in this podcast, because we got people coming from, like I said, all different walks of life, all different experiences, and they're all bringing something to the table to make your life a little bit easier if you're looking for it. We got people that are here to talk about sharing your story and getting over your trauma and not being afraid of judgment. We have people who are here to talk about expressing yourself, MJ, and feeling unapologetic about it. So, I really hope that people come and they're able to take that in and absorb it, because it's going to be a really great conversation.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm excited.
Me too. So,
and we're actually looking at making some t-shirts.
Are you going to be, the colors are green? Are they going to be green? Are you going to have some green incorporated? Or are you talking about like t-shirts to sell for the event? What you talking about? Or is it a t-shirt with a quote on it? Because last time we did a podcast and then you said a quote and then you made the t-shirt after. Is this t-shirt already going to be made before you say the quote? Am I thinking into this? Am I asking too many questions that you're not ready to
No, you're fine. The design is already made. It's inspired from a design that I will be sending that over. I'll have my people call your people. The design is already made. We just have to get it onto a physical shirt. And I'm just going to throw this out there, if the panelists may want it, we might be able to make it work. If you don't want it until after the podcast, that's fine. I do understand that the podcast is on the 25th-ish. So if this is something that we're going to do, we're going to have to get rolling like this weekend so that we can have a physical product. But just stay tuned, because you'll see it.
I'm glad that you said that, because you just gave me an idea for, I had already had one for Shelly, but now for you as well. So when we do our podcast next year, we have all our different themes. I'm going to find one thing that I know will be really fun for us to all have a matching t-shirt and colors, and see if all the members in the directory want to get them a shirt to go with that theme. So I'll get back to you on that theme early ahead of time. So that way, I'm gonna get mine regardless, but if they want to match with me, if we all want to match together, then that'll be fine.
That'll be fun.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fast forward and zoom, because tonight we have our event, but also it's 7:02, and normally we like to have that show started at like 7 p.m., but people are gonna be watching the replay, so I don't want to have them waiting longer than like 7:05, 7:06, because I am gonna start getting some DMs. So let's just use a remainder like 5 to 7 minutes for you to just share who you are, what you do, and any updates that you want to let everybody know about.
Yes, we got some updates that we can talk about now. Let's talk about it. So for I'm so excited. So for those of you who might be new to me, my face, my voice, my name is Miriam Jackson. I am the CEO of MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. You can also find me here as the CEO of Travel with MJ. This evening, though, we are talking about MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. MJ's Tees and Custom Designs is a 2-year-old business. She will be turning 2. Actually, she'll be turning 2 within the next couple of months. We have been. So let me go back. Let me rewind a little bit about my story for those who might not know. So I started my business, MJ's Tees and Custom Designs, when I lost my mom. Highly do not recommend you starting a business while you're grieving. However, I did it. In that time, it gave me the space to create and properly grieve. And I'm grateful to have been able to inspire and design and assist and help other people with their designs. And I'm just super excited that we are still here, 2 years strong, and we are kicking it. We have some things that are going on that are coming up that you will want to stay tuned to. I promise you will.
You want to. I promise.
You want to. You do.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for this. Okay, let me not share too much. Okay, so now that you shared that, MJ, can you tell us which products you were going to showcase this evening?
Yes, so we're just going to show off some of our business items, our logo items that can be purchased on the website as of right now. Give me 1 second.
It's the take your time. The business swag bundle.
Pieces
Correct?
of it, yes.
Okay.
Yes, pieces of it. So of course we have, I like to call Old Faithful the business swag duo, which is your beanie hat with your logo on it. It's a full hat, not just a little bottle. Okay. And thank you. And your t-shirt. Now, of course, my t-shirt is going to be my Big Sister Business Travel with MJ.
I love that t-shirt. It came out so nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I gotta finish the bundle because I want to see this on a hoodie. I want to see it on a sweatshirt. This gold.
We need to get everybody on one podcast with their own sweatshirt with their logo on it.
That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun. So the business swag duo starts at $35. The original logo colors will be $35. The single vinyl color will be $40. And then you can build from there. So if you wanted to add a sweatshirt to that, you absolutely could. And then you can make it the business swag trio.
Oh, look at the
original colors would look like. This would be your original logo colors.
Okay.
We wouldn't make any changes. We would just put your logo on the item for you. Okay. We are also introducing polos. Let me get my life together here.
We love a good polo.
We love a good polo. You know, I love me a good polo. Okay. Over the next couple of months here or so, we will be adding the polos to the swag bundles, where you can purchase your polo instead of having to substitute it for your t-shirt. So you can have your t-shirt for dress down or casual events, and then your polos for more networking, uniform type, because we do have people who use polos as their uniform.
Yeah, they do.
So the business swag bundles range anywhere from $35 and goes up to the current price is $160.
Okay.
And then sizes will vary, but if you don't want a preset bundle, you can also build your own. Okay. Building your own bundle allows you the freedom to choose the items that you want versus the preset bundles, where you must get that item. You may not want a hat. You might want 2 t-shirts. That's where you will want to build your own. You may not want a hoodie right now because it's a little hot. You want 3 t-shirts. You can build your own duos, trios, quads. You can build your own bundles to make them a little bit more personalized to you. So those are just some of the things that we have going on over here at MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. And then, of course, we're always working because inspiration never ends. Never ends.
And so, before we end this very brief and off-promptu interview, I want to ask if you would like to share any of your current updates that are now your new services and features that are now available for MJ's Tees and Custom Designs.
Yes. So we have, well, first off, let's start with this. All packages that are shipped via MJ's Tees and Custom Designs will have insurance included in the
website.
price. You said what?
I was about to pull up the website so everybody can see it. It was taking me a
Oh,
little
okay, cool. All packages will have insurance included, so that way you're not having to stress about. Ooh, I'm just not seeing all. I'm just not seeing all this live. I'm sorry. So all t-shirt orders, all orders will have insurance included in the price. We are now offering rush service. If you have a specific date that you need to have your items shipped by, now I cannot guarantee that if we ship it out, that it's going to get to you on time. That's going to be determined by UPS and the post office.
Post office, yeah.
Once it leaves the design studio,
it's on them.
It's on them. Okay. But we do offer a rush service for only $5 per item. So if your order is 3 items and you need to have it rushed, it will be an additional $15, but that will be discussed in detail before you make the order. All orders that are over $150 will require a signature on delivery. Also, all orders over $150 qualify for free shipping. So,
oh snap! Really?
Yeah.
So so free shipping plus signature on delivery when they spend $150 or more.
$150 or more. Yes.
Okay. What?
Yes.
That's a nice deal.
Isn't it? Because look, shipping is cray.
Yeah, shipping is really crazy.
Shipping is crazy.
Tell me about it. Shipping is crazy.
Shipping right now is diabolical. So
shipping, yeah,
having to, and especially when we're dealing with weight-based packages, shipping can be crazy.
Orders that are $150, it's a lot of items. So normally if you're buying from a vendor, it's gonna be heavy, especially if you're getting a vendor that is not based out of the US. That's a whole nother story. So you really want to make sure that you're looking and you're calculating how much it's going to cost for the full order. And for business owners that are selling products, for example, if you were to purchase in bulk from, well, it wouldn't matter for MJ's Tees and Custom Designs because shipping is free when you spend $150 or more. But most vendors, you need to calculate how much that shipping is into the cost of the actual product. So like if you paid $100 for 2 shirts, and you thought you were going to resell them for $50 for $100 each, that's not the case if shipping was $100. Because if shipping was $100, then that really means you paid $100 plus $100 for shipping. So you paid what's that? $100 per shirt. So you really have to add in shipping when you are selling, because that's a lot of times where business owners have those deficits when it comes to gaining profit and revenue, is because they're not calculating shipping, taxes, all those extra fees. But when you have vendors that are providing free shipping, that's like,
and it's actually, and people might see, I got to spend $150 in order to get free shipping. However, am I going to get $150? It's very easy.
Oh yeah, it's very easy. It's not hard.
Very easy.
You don't even have to be a vendor.
Right. It's very easy for you to spend $150 and qualify for free shipping. Case in point, the Ultimate Swag Bundle, that's $160 and $180 free shipping. If you're doing the bulk t-shirts where you're doing a 5 count the 10 count would qualify for free shipping. The 10 count at $200, free shipping. If you decided that you wanted to do, X amount of shirts, for $150, you could do 6 t-shirts, and that's free shipping. If you're buying for you and your team, and you have at least 6 people, that's free shipping. It's very easy for you to hit $150 so that you can get free shipping. However, if you don't quite hit that $150 threshold, it's okay. Shipping is not going to kill you. Shipping is only $10, and that's flat fee. We do offer a coupon code that you can use, at checkout for a discount off of that. So it's very easy for you to shop over here. Of course, if you have any questions that or something that you don't see on the website, please shoot me a message. We have the contact us page on the website. We will get back to you as soon as we can.
She will be happy to help. And this swag bundle that we're looking at, the Ultimate Business Swag Bundle, is the one she was talking about. It's $150 to $160. So you can get, a hat, a shirt. You can get the long sleeve. You can get the,
The
sweatshirt, long sleeve shirt, polo, and then, not a polo, a hoodie.
The hoodie. So it's the short sleeve, long sleeve, sweatshirt, hoodie, and hat at the moment. We will be adding to make it a true ultimate swag bundle to include the polos. Stay tuned.
This is pretty affordable.
That's a sale. That's a steal right there.
Yeah, that's a really good deal. Like, let me see. I'm just zooming in so everybody can see what it looks like. But you're going to have a t-shirt. You're going to have your hat. You have your sweatshirt. Then you have your long sleeve shirt. Then you have your hoodie. There's really something for every kind of event. Like if it's wintertime and you're selling and you're doing those vendor events and it's like, what's those things called? Like the holiday markets and stuff. And you outside, you can have a hoodie that has your logo on it instead of having a hoodie that has someone else's logo on it. And then if you're just doing a casual, walk through the neighborhood or something, have your t-shirt. If it's cold outside, you need your hat, you have your hat. And then if you just want to go and get that polo, she also has other options for polos on the website. But this is a really good $150 plus you're getting free shipping on the item. That's a steal.
That's a steal.
Absolute steal. All right. So I'm going to remove this from the screen because we do have to go ahead and close out at 7:15. So I know people like, are y'all not on? We are on. We are pre-recorded today. So thank you all so much for watching the Boss Babe Business Show. And please prepare for our upcoming podcast where we'll be talking about battling depression and how we were able to get out of that. How do we work through that as business owners, as humans, and also just sharing some tips, insight, and inspiration. So it's going to be a real deep episode. So we'll see you all soon. Okay. Bye-bye.